Guys, how are you today? So today I'm going to be making a study tips video for you, where I'm going to give you 9 study tips that actually, to me, they really help. Okay, they help me, so I'm hoping that they will help you and you guys will appreciate my tips. I'm going to be giving you things that are slightly out of the box, but still sticking to the work, and they are some really great tips, so I hope you guys would like them. And I know that this is your summer vacation, so it might be weird that I'm uploading a study tips video, but I'm different. During my vacation, I like to catch up on work that I would have to do when I go back out to school, so that I would get a head start when I go back to school, so I would look smarter, sort of, yes. So I actually tend to go to look for study tips and figure out ways how I could do that work and remember whatever it is I'm learning, because my vacation is what, like 2 months, so it's actually kind of a long time, and I still want to do other things, but I still want to learn my stuff, remember it really well. So yeah, anyways, if you do like this video, please subscribe to my channel, like my video, comment below telling me what you thought of the video, if my tips are good, and tell me if they are working for you if you do try them out. And also, you can tweet me. I would leave all my social media below. Tweet me and tell me if you like these study tips and if you want more. So yeah, bye. Please enjoy the video. So guys, tip number 1 is to talk aloud to yourself or teach yourself. Instead of being the student trying to learn whatever it is, you be the teacher and teach yourself. Hearing yourself speak actually will help you understand it, and you will know for a fact, okay, if I can teach myself this, that definitely means that I understand it. And also, if you constantly keep repeating something to yourself, you will tend to remember it more often. So class, as you can see, the stages of mitosis are prophase, metaphase, anaphase, telophase, and cytokinesis. But do you understand that? So you need to constantly keep repeating that to yourself, Amber, and that is how you will tend to remember it. So this same exact statement that I just said, just keep repeating that to yourself and you will remember it. Stages of mitosis are prophase, metaphase, anaphase, telophase, cytokinesis. Stages of mitosis, prophase, metaphase, anaphase, telophase, cytokinesis. Stages of mitosis are prophase, metaphase, anaphase, telophase, cytokinesis. Prophase, metaphase. So class, who wants to tell me the stages of mitosis? Prophase, metaphase, anaphase, telophase, cytokinesis. Didn't you just say you didn't understand that, Amber? Well done. Well done. Number 2 is to get a scrapbook or pages, and for every subject that you have, and keep it in a folder or a book, a binder, anything that you want to keep it in, and keep things that are long that you find very hard to remember. Constantly keep constantly keep writing it over and over. When you write things, you tend to remember it a lot faster, because everybody learns differently. Some people could just go in class and sit there and remember everything the teacher says, but some people need to constantly write that same thing over and over to remember it. So to draw map diagrams or flow charts for processes or sequences or something, especially long things that are hard to remember. This is more for visual learners who have to see exactly what they have on a page, because it really helps summarize something. So for example, if you have a big one entire chapter that has many different subtopics, you write the main chapter there, and then you have everything around it, which are the subtopics. So guys, tip number 4 is to make notes directly according to the syllabus of the particular subject. This ensures that you learn everything that the syllabus asks for. So for example, if the biology syllabus says to draw and label animal and plant cell, you draw and label that animal and plant cell in your notes. So that when you read your notes, you are doing exactly, you are revising exactly what the syllabus and the subject requires of you, so that you know that when you get an exam, it's going to be very easy because you already know and studied every single thing that the syllabus wants. 5 is to write equations and definitions on index cards or write it on paper to stick in your to put on the walls in your room. When you write these things on index cards, they are small and tiny to carry anywhere you want, so that if you are in a taxi, I don't know, wherever you are going, you could just easily pick up the index cards and review whatever it is you're learning. Also, if you stick these things on your walls, I'm sure that you spend a lot of time in your room, so that you will tend to see it quite often and keep repeating it, so you will remember whatever it is you have written on your wall. Tip number 6 is to use acronyms. Acronyms are basically a short, silly sentence made up of crazy words that helps you remember a sequence or procedure again, or just anything that you want to remember in whatever order. You could use acronyms, and trust me, the crazier and funnier that the acronym actually is, you would tend to remember whatever it is the acronym is for. You would tend to remember that way better. Put my alligator top cut. Put my alligator top cut. PMATC. Put my alligator top cut. 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 Amber, what nonsense are you saying? Prophase, metaphase, anaphase, telophase, type cases. Interesting work, Amber. So class, you should all follow Amber and use acronyms. Very good, Amber. Very good. So tip number 7 is to have an organized filing system. And this basically means at the end of every chapter that you are learning, for example, I would say every chapter that you are learning, for each subject, you would have a folder or binder in school. You take the handouts or the tests or whatever that you have done for that particular chapter and put it into a folder at home, and separate the folder into preferably get an expandable folder and separate the folder for one compartment per subject, so that you don't get organized and you don't have this clutter in your binder, and yet still when you do have to revise for your final exams, you could easily go into the filing system, which is the expandable binder, the expandable folder, and get whatever. Tip number 8 is to record yourself or to make a song out of whatever it is you are learning. So in your spare time, instead of listening to that very important audiobook or our part of our lives, which is music, of course, just listen to the recording. It will definitely help you remember whatever it is that you have recorded yourself sing. 6 CO2 plus 6 H2O in the presence of light and chlorophyll will give us C6H12O6 plus 6O2. Tip number 9, which is my final tip, is to make long-term and short-term goals. Long-term goals is basically things that you want to achieve over a longer period of time, and short-term goals are what you want to achieve like now, within this month, this week, these 4 days. That is what is short-term goals. Put this on your walls to help you motivate you every time you're doing school. So whenever it is that you're feeling tired or sick or lazy and just don't want to do any homework or study for that exam, you would automatically just look at your wall, the goals will be there, and you would be like, no, guess what? I have to do that in order to achieve my long-term and short-term goals. So it will definitely motivate you to study. Okay, so I'm doing this. So we have x plus y and then 2x minus 1, and that will give you that. Don't want to do this anymore. We have to do it now. I don't want to do this anymore. You know what? I'm not this close up. I'm not doing this.